Hey guys, it's Eric here. And today's issue is our dishwasher doesn't work. So I'm going to take you through how to fix it. So when a dishwasher breaks, there are generally two things that can go wrong with it. Either there's a plumbing issue and it's got a leak, or it's got some kind of clog in the plumbing or the pipes. I'm sorry, I keep looking at Riley, he's down here too. He's gonna help us with the repair. The other issue that you can have with the dishwasher is electrical, and that generally has to do with the control panel or the buttons that start and do the different operations on the dishwasher. For this one, it's an electrical problem or a control panel problem. So let me show you the issue. This dishwasher is a Whirlpool Gold Series, and all of the buttons are here on the top of the dishwasher, so they're hidden when it's closed. These buttons work normally. As you can see, if I press them, I can put various settings and they turn on. But the one button that doesn't work is the start button. If I press it, it doesn't start. There's a little light that should go on up here and it doesn't go on. Now if I sit here for half an hour and I continue to press this, the light will eventually go on. But I'm really sick of doing that, so we're gonna fix this issue. Okay, so one thing that you can do when you have an issue like this, you can call out a repair person and they'll come in and they're gonna check your dishwasher and they're immediately gonna tell you a few things. The first thing they're gonna tell you is that this is likely a control board issue and they need to order you a control board and then come back out and put the control board in, and you're gonna charge you an arm and a leg to do that. If you don't wanna tackle the repair yourself, I completely understand. A repair guy can take care of this really, really quickly, and it's much cheaper than actually replacing your dishwasher. But I'm gonna tell you right now, for this dishwasher and many other dishwashers that I've worked on, replacing the control board yourself actually isn't that hard. All right, so this dishwasher is not the newest of dishwashers. It's actually pretty old, but it is more current than some of the other dishwashers I've worked on. I can't speak for absolutely cutting edge brand new dishwashers, but I can speak for ones that came from this generation and before. Generally, they were designed to be pretty repairable. So they're not that hard to take apart, and they're not that hard to get access to the control panel or control board. So that's what we're gonna do here. If I open this dishwasher here, you'll see along the edges, there are some Torx screws. There are 4 on this side, 2 up here, and then there's 4 down the other side. We need to remove all of those screws in order to get access to the control board that's in here. In this dishwasher, there's actually multiple control boards, and I'm gonna show you where they all are. If your dishwasher is hardwired directly into the wall, then you want to shut off the breaker before you start working on the dishwasher itself. This one is actually plugged in underneath the sink here, so I'm just going to unplug that and then we'll go forward with the repair. Okay, with all the screws removed, this front panel can just be lifted off, and then we can get to the electronics of the dishwasher. So if you come over here, you can see that the main control board is right here. And this is very easily replaced. This plastic piece just comes off with a few clips, and then you can actually replace the main control board. But there's actually 2 other control boards right beneath this panel up here, and those are the boards that need to be replaced in this case. The reason why I'm showing you where this board is, because if this was a main board problem, it's very easy to just purchase another main board, and you can pull this plastic piece off, and then you can just unplug a few of these plug wires, and you can actually replace the main board yourself. Now, if you really want to get into the repair and you really like to look at circuit boards and work on circuit boards and soldering and stuff like that, you can actually pull the boards off and you can attempt to find out what's wrong on the PCB itself, and you can go really in depth with it. But if it's an issue with the control board and you just want to fix it, you can just purchase a new control board. They will run you, for this dishwasher, they run anywhere between 20 to 100 bucks, but either way, it's going to be cheaper than replacing your entire dishwasher. Okay, so to get access to the 2 control boards at the top here, there's just 1 more screw, and I'm just going to take that off. And this is the piece that we're concerned with here. It's attached to the main board with this little plug, but I can just pull this plug just like that, and we have it disconnected. Now let's go look at the new piece. Okay, so I have my control panel completely disconnected here. The buttons are still up here, and the control board I need to access is right underneath this white piece here. This white piece is held on by a few of these screws right here. I'm gonna use my socket wrench, and we'll just go ahead and remove those. Okay, now we can just lift up this white part. And we'll slide this little wire out, wiring harness out, there we go. And you can see the control boards for the buttons. Now the control board I want to replace is the one over here where the start button is, because that's the one that wasn't working. So that's this one right here. And if you look here, you'll actually see it's got two wiring harnesses plugged in, but it's actually not held in with any screws or anything. It's just got a plastic clip right here that holds it in. And I've got the new part right here, and this was purchased from eBay for 20 bucks. And it's actually a full set, both boards, so we'll go ahead and replace both. All right, let's pull these out. So the first thing we're gonna do, let's get the screws out of the way here. Let's remove these wiring harnesses. There we go. These just clip into place, so it's really easy. There we go. Okay, once you have the wires disconnected here, you can just move this clip out of the way and the board will come right out. And this has a new wiring harness that's actually connecting these two. I do want to use that new wiring harness just in case this one is bad for some reason or it's old. So we can actually just remove this and we'll just slide it out of these little clips. Just like this. Okay. And this board is also connected or held in with this little plastic clip. We'll move that out of the way. And the old boards are out. Now let's put in the new ones. Do everything in reverse. Put this board in. Clip that into place. And we will just feed the wires in here. Okay. Okay. So we have the new control boards in at the top here. They're clipped into place. And we still have to attach this main wiring harness right here. One thing I want to point out. A lot of times when you take apart these old appliances and stuff like that, and you think you know which part you need to replace, you need to know how to search for it online. A lot of these parts in these older appliances anyway, they're clearly labeled because repair people and everyday people and stuff like that need to be able to know which part to purchase online. So if you look at right here, you have a unique part number. And you can just Google search that part number, and oftentimes you can find these for cheap, working known good circuit boards, known good control panels and stuff like that. You can find them for cheap online. That's how I got these parts from eBay. Alright, now that we have the new control panels in place, I'm going to go ahead and put this white piece back here. And the important thing is on this particular one is to make sure the buttons all match up so that you can press them once it's put back in. Once everything's lined up, we can start putting the screws back in and we can get it back on the dishwasher. Now that we have the new control panels in place and the white backing is back on, I just want to verify that I can press the buttons and they all feel like they're good. Now it's time to put the control panel back on the dishwasher itself. So, pull this out a little bit. Okay, with the control panel attached, we can just plug in this wiring harness right here to the main board. That's clipped into place. Now at this point, we can actually plug in the dishwasher and verify that all the buttons work before we put the panel back on. All right, I've plugged the dishwasher back in. Let's see if it works. All right, we got normal, top rack wash, and the start button works. And let's try it again, just to make sure it wasn't a fluke. Normal, and start. And it works! Alright, we've successfully replaced the board. It seems to have fixed the issue. Let's put the dishwasher back together. Now that we have the front panel back on, we can do a final test of the buttons here. Make sure they all still work. And they are still all operational, including that problematic start button that was right there. Everything is working as it should. That's how you repair a dishwasher. The skills that I used in this video can be used on many other dishwasher models, not just this Whirlpool Gold Series, and it works for newer dishwashers as well as older dishwashers. As I said before, the control panels are pretty easy to access on these because they were meant to be repaired, and it's much cheaper than purchasing a new dishwasher. All in all, I spent $20 plus shipping. Shipping was about $3.50, so $23.50 to repair this dishwasher, and it's now working like it was brand new. Thank you for joining me on this video on how to repair your dishwasher. I hope you found it helpful. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment below if you have any questions, or hit me up on Instagram, which is in the description down below. Thank you for joining me for another problem solved.